plays in terms of knowledge production, and how your identity informs what you see, your identity informs all sorts of things, what Mamdani would refer to as curriculum being identity, and that your identity informs the curriculum that you're wanting to teach. And so for me, like I do think, like, and with the identity comes the race, class and gender. And so what is taught is effectively, so who is teaching it, I think does in fact informs what is taught. But I don't know, because I agree that it's, you know, the nature of knowledge, but in order to get there, surely your experiences of reality inform the type of knowledge that is going to be taught. And so therefore the individual that is teaching it does matter. But I don't know, because, I mean, for me, an important aspect of identity comes into it, because the way that you're politically identified with the, you know, race, class and gender informs your understanding of knowledge and curriculum. So a part of me feels that it's a bit too idealistic to say that we must just worry about the nature of knowledge, when in fact the individual does inform the nature of knowledge that is produced. The subjective experiences of those become relevant. So I don't know where this would fit into, you know, identity being an important factor.
Right. So what is subjective experience? So is it frozen? Is it static in time and space? There's something that I'm hearing there that essentializes identity, and I'm not comfortable with that. I don't think that, you know, I speak to the text as much as the text speaks to me. Yeah, and I think my identity is also quite dependent very much on the socialization of that.
Yeah.
Right. So if for an example you are quote unquote a black professor, or right, was socialized in the US, and you come and teach at UCT, and the kind of literature that you had, that you came across, was mostly literature that was relevant in the US. For the most part, you are going to teach that same literature here. So how then would that lead to you being a person reading text in it? So the point that I was getting from you was, maybe we need to put identity at the fore, and that identity somehow allows you to have more power over the text that you're reading, or more power over the creation of the curriculum than anything. So if somehow you're black, you're going to advocate for curriculum that is quote unquote black or something like that, right? But I feel that the danger of that is essentializing identity, because I think there are different ways in which blackness or whiteness or coloredness is experienced by individual people. So limiting it to a person's race, I think it's quite limiting.